What I personally would have liked to have seen in a BioShock game is sort of a broader range of enemies. And I think in BioShock Infinite, we really want to have a sort of a class of enemies that had a sort of a more imaginative range of powers. And we came up with this concept called the heavy hitters, who are enemies that are sort of used to not just be more powerful, but also to augment the abilities of the more traditional BioShock enemies. You're gonna come across them in certain areas of the game, and they're gonna provide a really unique challenge. You know, we wanted an AI that really expressed sort of the very sort of clear system of beliefs the founders have, and a heavy hitter that would sort of represent that. And the Motorized Patriot is sort of the embodiment of that.
And they came up with this idea of this creepily motorized, like Hall of Presidents animatronic George Washington. It was specifically the face, specifically this weird, like, porcelain child dolls, you know, poor rendering of George Washington. That kind of clinched it.
Everybody saw it and said, okay, we can roll with that. It's one of those rare moments where you kind of all come together and you realize, okay, this is going to work. We're all on the same page here. Let's just move forward with what we got.
I can use a turret!
On it! Booker, the gear!
So the Motorized Patriot, a couple of things make him really special besides the aesthetic of him. One is that he's, unlike most of the enemies, he's completely fearless. He doesn't have a sense of self-preservation, so he'll just keep coming at you and coming at you and coming at you.
You know, despite the fact that you face many different kinds of enemies in this game, you clearly can't reason with this one. He's just gonna keep coming forever, you know? He is sort of a clockwork Terminator.
The other cool thing about him, he's got this Gatling gun called a pepper mill. But once you destroy the Patriot, Booker can actually go pick up the pepper mill and actually use it as a heavy weapon. And that's the only place he can get it, was from a destroyed Motorized Patriot.
I mean, I also like that, you know, as he starts to take serious damage, his head he actually loses the Washington mask, and it reveals his sort of metal skeleton underneath.
The thing I like most about this guy is that I think he's pretty readable as what he does. You know, he's a fairly simple guy. He's not a Swiss Army knife. He's a guy with a big gun, and I think that reads pretty well.
He's got this incredible sense of heaviness. He's relentless, and just hearing sort of the things he's saying is both funny and kind of terrifying. But he's, you know, a deadly, deadly enemy.